Hello. The topics that I'm going to talk about in this video involve three terms: learning styles, learning strategies, and autonomy. Because eventually, the goal of every language learning or language instruction is to develop more or less autonomous language learning, meaning we want our students to be able to develop their agency. Agency means they have the capacity to do some things and to do something meaningfully to affect realities. So let's look at these two terms: learning style, learning strategies, and autonomy. Learning style refers to a range of what we call competing and constated theories that aim to account for differences in individual learning. So, I mean, you have your style, I have my own style. According to the learning style theories, people may have different learning styles similar to different personalities. I'm going to show you a few models. This is from the book on this is page number 45, David Kolb's model. This is the first model. David Kolb's model based on his experiential learning model as explained in his book uh, Experiential Learnings. In his model, there are two approaches, okay? Concrete experience and abstract conceptualization. The four learning styles, according to Kolb models, include uh, accommodator, uh, converger, diverger, and assimilator. So whatever style you are, there are actually four learning styles according to Kolb model. And two learning modalities. Okay. Walter Berg, Barb, and colleagues propose three learning modalities, or what we call VAK, VAC. Where V mean visual learning, visual learner. These learners prefer visual data or visual stimuli. And auditory learners. Auditory is learner. These learner, there are some learners who prefer to listen. Okay, listen and to things like listen to my talk, for example. And the third learner, they prefer doing things like kinesthetic learners. As you can see here, the table showing three modalities of learning: visual modality, kinesthetic modality, and auditory modality. For visual learner, they prefer to learn through pictures, to learn by looking at the shape, to learn by looking at the sculpture and paintings. Kinesthetic learner prefer to learn from gestures, the body movements like dance, the object manipulation like you get to get your hand dirty, and positioning, the body movement. Auditory prefer listening, following the rhythm, listen to the tones, and chanting. So I'm gonna talk about the VAK model. You see here, okay? And there is a what we call a test or what we call assessment, self-assessment questionnaire for you to answer on page 47, 48, and 49. They ask you to circle or tick the answer that represents how you generally behave. Okay, like for example, number one, when I open new equipment, I generally read the instruction first. Two, listen to an explanation from someone who has used it before, or go ahead and have a go. I can figure it out as I use it. Number two, when I need directions for traveling, I usually one, look at the map. Two, ask for spoken directions. Or three, or C, follow my nose and maybe use a compass. Item number three, when I cook a new dish, I like to A, follow a written recipe, B, call a friend for an explanation, or C, follow my instincts, tasting as I cook. Number four, if I am teaching someone something new, I tend to A, write instruction down for them, B, give them a verbal explanation, or C, demonstrate first, let them have a go, and then they have a go. Number five, I tend to say A, watch how I do it. Listen, or B, listen to me, listen to my explanation, or C, Anna, now go, you have a go. And number six, during my free time, I mostly enjoy A, going to museum and galleries like visual learner. B, listening to music and talking to my friends. Or C, playing sports or doing, DIY, do it yourself. So you continue with number seven, number eight, number nine, a, B, or C for you 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I really love 21. Most of my free time I spend watching TV. 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. Now and then you add up how many A's you got, how many B's, how many C. Okay, first, and then you add them up. If you chose mostly A, I mean, if your A is highlight, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You are actually a visual, your learning style is visual. If mostly is B, your learning style is auditory according to the VAC model. And C, your learning style, if most of your answer were C, you would be a kinesthetic learning style. Some people may find that their learning style may be a blend of two or three styles. In this case, read about the style that apply to you in the explanation below. Okay. Now you can do the reading too. Now, learning style is important in language learning because as teachers, we need to recognize individual differences. Some students may prefer learning by doing. Some may prefer, to talk, and to listen. Some may prefer to actually to see or to watch. So you need to give our instruction should be wide, should be broad enough to accommodate different kinds of learners, and we need to recognize their learning styles too. Okay, this is the VAC learning style, and I'm gonna stop here first. So I just talked to you. Sorry, this is the learning style.